Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this afternoon edition of the Celtic FC News, we have fantastic breaking news for Celtic this afternoon. The Celtic are delighted, and in this video we're going to look back at the history and the rise of the one and only Callum McGregor. The statement reads as follows: Celtic are delighted to announce that Callum McGregor has signed a new contract, a new 5-year contract that will see him remain at the club until the summer of 2028. The Celtic captain joined the youth academy as a 9-year-old and has now spent over 20 years with the club, winning 20 trophies to date, including 5 domestic trebles, more than any other footballer. And since making his debut on the 15th of July 2014, scoring the only goal against Reykjavik in the Champions League qualifier, and in Iceland, McGregor has gone on to make 420 appearances, scoring 62 goals for Celtic. Since becoming captain at the beginning of 21-22 season, he has led the team to 5 trophies success, including last season's memorable treble, the 8th in Celtic's history, a new world record. Now that the team are preparing for the 23-24 campaign under Brendan Rodgers' leadership, Callum is delighted to have signed a new 5-year contract and is looking forward to more success in the green and white in the years ahead. The Celtic captain said that it's amazing to extend my contract at the club. As I've touched on before, the club means so much to me, and the success that we've had over the past 2 seasons has cemented that. I feel like the club is a great place to move forward as well. When they came and asked me to extend my contract, I was absolutely delighted. Callum went on to say, Brendan's a top manager and I had the pleasure of working with him before. And you see what he did with the group of players, especially the young, hungry, similar to our group just now. The way that he progressed us and took us on, his personality around the place and around the building gives us another lift as well. So the club is in a really strong place. We did some great work over the last couple of years, but it's important that we bank that and we continue to move forward, because in football you have always to continue your progress to even better. I am delighted that the manager is back. I'm delighted I am going to be here for a long time as well. So here's to many, many more successful years. I just wanted to continue for as long as possible. I've spoken before about the trust that the guys put in me at this club. I want to repay them for that every time I go into the pitch, says Callum McGregor. They've been amazing for myself and for my family. It's a wonderful life, and I have some amazing memories together with the Celtic fans. What we have watched and achieved are the memories that will stay with me forever. There's only one place I want to play football, and that is here. Obviously, the news that Callum signed that new deal follows on from last week when Kyogo and Dyson signed new extended deals also. The captain cementing his place for another 5 years is absolutely phenomenal. So let's look back at the rise and the current market value of Callum McGregor. So the current market value says he's currently has a value of $8.5 million. He's way more valuable than that. So looking back to 2008, where Callum played for the Scotland under 15s, and then October 17th, 2008, he played for the under 16th. 2009, under 16s, 17s. 2010, he moves up to the under 19s. 2013, under Billy Stark, he played for the under 21s, and then he made his debut for Scotland in 2017 under Malky Mackay. When you look at what he's done in Europe, the games that he's played in Europe has been phenomenal. He's played in some really important games for Celtic and Scotland over the years. It is absolutely brilliant news this afternoon that Celtic have released, and I did say at the weekend, that the Celtic will continue to keep drip feeding its own little bits of good news from Portugal, and they've certainly got off to that this fine Monday lunchtime. There is a bit of other news that are kicking about today. The Fabian Rieder transfer opening up as the agent breaks his silence, and the in-demand star looks definite to be leaving the young boys, the Swiss team. But it has been rumoured that Celtic are one of the clubs that are looking for him. They're an admirer of the 21-year-old, and that's suggesting that there's a price tag being put on his head of £13 million. It's well within the money that Celtic are going to spend on players this season, this summer. Will he be the next big signing that we're getting the door? It's all getting up and exciting now, isn't it? It's we're getting into the really exciting part of the pre-season where everyone's falling into place. The players are all coming back. Celtic just keep on dripping that little bit of good news every day. So make sure that you've subscribed to the channel. Make sure you give this a massive thumbs up for Callum McGregor. Let's see if we can do a record amount of thumbs up for this video. It's absolutely amazing news for us as a club to have our captain. He will hopefully emulate what Bruni did as a captain over the next 5 years. 5 years. God, it's weird to think that far ahead. But he is here. Brilliant news. Absolutely brilliant news. And make sure you stay in touch for the evening edition. Yeah, there's going to be 3 editions of the Celtic news today, purely for the fact that Celtic have announced that big news this afternoon that Callum McGregor has signed for another 5 years. And that note, have a great afternoon, Celtic fans all around the world.